Ever wondered why the first letter of the alphabet is A? It's a question that might have crossed your mind at some point, and today, we're going to delve into the fascinating origins of this all-important character. Let's journey back in time to around 3,000 years ago, to an era where the Phoenicians, an ancient civilization, were establishing one of the world's first alphabets. This alphabet was a precursor to many modern alphabets, including our own. But how does the letter A fit into this story? Well, the Phoenicians had a letter called Aleph, which was represented by a glyph that resembled an ox head. The Phoenicians were a seafaring people, and the ox was a significant animal in their culture, representing strength and reliability. So it's not surprising that Aleph, or the ox head, was a crucial part of their written language. Fast forward a few centuries to the Greeks, who adopted this Phoenician system and modified it to suit their language. The Aleph became Alpha, and the ox head symbol was simplified, turned on its side, and eventually evolved into the A shape we recognize today. The Greeks passed on their alphabet to the Romans, who made further modifications. The Latin alphabet, which is the direct ancestor of the English alphabet, kept the letter A at the start, recognizing its importance from the Phoenician and Greek systems. Over time, the A's shape continued to evolve, and the Romans styled it into the uppercase A we use today. From the Phoenicians to the Greeks and then to the Romans, the letter A has traveled through time and across cultures, changing in appearance but always retaining its importance. So the letter A, which we use so casually today, has a rich history dating back thousands of years. It's not just a letter, it's a testament to human communication and the evolution of language. As we continue our journey through the alphabet, keep in mind this incredible story of the awe-inspiring A. Do you know how many times you use the letter A in a day? I bet you've never stopped to count, have you? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of A in action. The English language has 26 letters, but only a handful get as much screen time as our friend, the letter A. As the third most commonly used letter in English, A is a superstar of the alphabet, strutting its stuff in countless words and phrases. Let's talk about vowels. Vowels are the heart of every word. They're like the glue that holds the consonants together, and A is one of the 5 main vowels we use in English. But it's not just any vowel. No, A is the vowel, the one that starts off the list, the one that we learn first in school. It's the first letter of the alphabet, leading the charge and setting the tone for all the letters that follow. A is a versatile character. It can stand alone, like in the word A, or team up with other letters to form new sounds. Think about how different A sounds in words like apple, cake, and car. 3 different sounds, 1 letter. It's like A is a master of disguise, changing its sound to fit in with the word it's in. It's also a great team player. A often pairs up with other vowels to create new sounds. Take the word rain, for example. Here, A and I work together to create a sound that's different from their individual sounds. It's like A is a social butterfly, always ready to collaborate and create something new. So, the next time you're reading a book, writing a text, or even just thinking to yourself, take a moment to appreciate the letter A. From apple to zoo, A plays a vital role in the words we use every day. It's not just a letter, it's a superstar of the English language. It's A in action. What if I told you that the letter A is a star player in English grammar? Yes, you heard it right. This little letter has a big job to do, and it does it with aplomb. The letter A is an indefinite article in English grammar, and its role is crucial. But what exactly is an indefinite article? Well, it's a word that we use to introduce a noun in a non-specific context. When we talk about something for the first time, or when the listener doesn't know exactly what we're referring to, we use indefinite articles, and guess what? A is one of them. A is the indefinite article we use before words that begin with a consonant sound. For instance, in the sentence, I saw a dog in the park. The word dog begins with a consonant sound, so we use A before it. It's not any specific dog we're talking about, just a dog, any dog. Therefore, we use the indefinite article A. Now you might be thinking, well, that doesn't sound like such a big deal. But imagine trying to express the same idea without the letter A. It would be something like, I saw dog in park. Sounds a bit off, doesn't it? That's because A helps to introduce this new idea, the dog, into our conversation. Without it, our sentence feels incomplete. It's also important to note that A is used in English to express indefinite quantities. When we say, I need a pencil, we're not talking about a specific pencil. We're saying we need any pencil. In this way, A helps us convey the general rather than the specific. In conclusion, A is more than just a letter. It's a fundamental building block of English grammar. It introduces new ideas, helps us express non-specific things, and even aids in expressing indefinite quantities. Indeed, without the letter A, we wouldn't be able to express indefinite quantities or introduce new ideas in our sentences. So let's give a round of applause to the amazing A. Have you noticed how the letter A pops up in artistic and musical contexts? This omnipresent character doesn't just limit itself to the realm of linguistics, it also makes quite a splash in the world of arts. Let's start with music. The A note, a familiar friend to musicians across the globe, is integral to the Western music scale. It's the musical pitch that corresponds to a frequency of 440 Hz, a standard tuning for musical pitch. This is often referred to as a 440 or concert pitch. This note serves as the anchor, the reference point for tuning musical instruments. So when you hear a symphony tuning up, it's the sound of A you're hearing. Shifting gears to visual arts, A morphs from a sound to a shape, specifically a triangle. Consider the capital letter A, strip away the crossbar, and you're left with a triangle. This shape, with its 3 points and 3 sides, has been a staple in art and design since time immemorial. It's used to symbolize balance and harmony in several cultures, and in design, it's often employed to draw the viewer's attention to a specific point. In literature, A is the unsung hero of alliteration, a device where the same sound, often an initial consonant, repeats in close proximity. Alliteration adds rhythm, mood, and emphasis to the text. Think of phrases like, an apple a day, or actions speak louder than words. These roll off the tongue thanks to the alliteration provided by our friend A. From music to visual arts to literature, A truly is a jack of all trades. It's fascinating to see how this simple letter transcends its basic linguistic role to contribute significantly to the arts. So, not only is A linguistic superstar, but it also has a significant presence in the arts. Did you know that A is not just important in English but in numerous languages worldwide? Let's embark on a linguistic journey and discover the global influence of the letter A. It's not just an English superstar but a polyglot, playing crucial roles in various languages across the globe. In the Romance languages like Spanish, French, and Italian, A dons the hat of a preposition. In Spanish, A connects the action with the person who receives it. For instance, in the phrase, escribo a Maria, which translates to I write to Maria, A is the bridge that links the action write with the recipient Maria. In French, A merges with the definite article les or la to form au or est la, thereby indicating possession or belonging. For instance, c'est à la mode, meaning it's in fashion, where A helps denote the concept of being in something. Now let's hop onto a magic carpet and fly over to the Semitic languages, where A takes on a whole new role. In Hebrew and Arabic, A transforms into a marker of tense. The presence or absence of A can change the meaning of a word from past to present or future. For instance, in Arabic, the word kataba means he wrote, while yaktubu means he writes. Here, A is instrumental in denoting the past tense. The letter A is not just a letter, it's a linguistic chameleon, changing its role and function depending on the language it's in. It's a bridge, a marker, a signifier. It adapts and evolves, making it truly a letter of global importance. So, the next time you use A in your daily conversations or writings, remember its global journey and the many roles it plays. From English to Spanish, from French to Arabic, A truly is a letter of global importance.